Hey guys, and welcome back to the sixth C++ tutorial. In this one, we'll be taking a look at mathematical operations in C++. Now, when it comes to the core mathematical operations that you can do in C++, these are basically addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. All right. So, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, as you all know, it's simple thing. Everyone may know. Every one of you know what it is. You learned it in primary school, and I don't need to teach you all these things. All right. So the last thing that mainly you need to know, in case you don't know, in case you are not familiar with programming, and that is modulus. All right. So basically, whenever you divide a number, let's say 4 divided by 2, then you get the remainder of 0. All right. But let's say if you divide 3 by 2, then you are going to get the remainder of 1. So modulus basically evaluates the remainder. All right. So modulus, if you use modulus, then you are going to get the remainder. It is very useful when it comes to evaluating stuff like, let's say somebody has to enter a number and you need to check whether or not that number is odd or even. So let's say you just do modulus by 2 and check whether or not the modulus evaluates to 0. And if it does evaluate to 0, then it's an even number, and if it doesn't evaluate to 0, then it's an odd number. All right. So this is a basic mathematical operations program. As you can see over here, the IOStream, the namespace standard, and the main function. And after that, you have the I have declared a set of variables with under the int data type. So basically, I have taken in 4 variables A, B, C, D, wherein you can see I have assigned 4 different values to the 4 respective variables. Now these are randomly assigned values. You can assign whatever the hell you want. Then you have sum, which basically evaluates the sum. Basically, when you will be adding up all these 4 numbers, we need to store that inside a certain variable. So we are using the sum variable to store that. The diff to store the subtraction of a minus b. The mul to store the multiplication product of a and b, and the division div to store c divided by d, which is 87 divided by 12 in this case, and mod for d modulus c. So basically, now when it comes to the symbols that are used, the sum or the addition is simple, the plus sign that you generally use. The division, the differentiation rather, or the subtraction, you use the minus sign as you would in simple mathematical operations. But in case of multiplication, we use the cross sign, which if we do it in a copy or something, if we do in normal mathematics. But in case of computers, you don't have that symbol in your keyboard, so we basically use the asterisk symbol, all right, which is along with the number 8 in your keyboard. So shift 8, you will get the asterisk symbol. So in case of division, we use a different kind of a symbol. In case of division, when you do simple mathematics in, let's say, a copy or something, we use that dash, and on top of that there is a 0, and below that also there is a 0 like thing, just like the percentage symbol in a rather straight manner. But that kind of a symbol is not available in your keyboard as usual, so we use the slash for division. And the modulus, in case of modulus, we use the percent symbol, all right, which is available along with the number 5 in a keyboard. So multiplication star, division slash, modulus, percentage sign. So here is a basic print statement that will basically give us the output in a very neat manner. And so that's the basic program. And if you want, just take a screenshot of it, and later on you can practice it. So this is the basic program. Now we'll run it. So build and run this. Let's see what happens. So over here, as you can see, the addition is 176, which is the addition of all the 4 numbers in here. Then you have subtraction, which evaluates to minus 11. Since we did a minus b, which was 33 minus 44, so we get a negative result in this case. And then we have the multiplication, which in this case evaluates to 1452, which is the multiplication of a into b, that is 33 into 44. Division evaluates to 7. So division, basically whenever you divide 87 by 12, you are not going to get a proper division in that case. So basically you are going to get 7, all right. And in case of that particular division, if we do, let's say d modulo c, we are going to get 12 as the result, all right, which is basically the remainder, all right. So let's close out of it. So you might be wondering as to why we stored this float, mod and div. So basically, as I said in the previous video, we discussed about different data types that are available in C++. We use the float keyword in this case because there is a probability that this kind of a result may come in decimal points, but in this case it didn't come up. I don't know why, but in most of the cases, if you think that result might come up in decimals like 5.23 or something, then you may use this particular float keyword, all right. Instead of float, you can use double as well. It will basically do the same thing, double. So if you use double instead of float, float, still you'll get the same result, all right. So if you run it, so as you can see, you are going to get the same result. Alright, so that was it for this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.